What is up everyone, welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys whether Kazuya can actually use the new Gimr slingshot technique. And basically what I'm going to be talking about is how viable it is for Kazuya. Because if you guys didn't know, Kazuya has a secret mechanic, or a not so secret mechanic, just like all of the rest of the Shotos and Terry, where he uses whenever he is on the ground, at least, he faces his opponent after 1 or 2 seconds. Like for example, if I start dash away, instead of turning around and running like a normal character would, I have a backdash animation, and as soon as I jump behind the piranha plant or any opponent, you can see instantly turn around there, which means that it is going to be somewhat difficult to use slingshot. For example, when you do a normal slingshot animation, say I wanted to go back and forward, it's going to look something like this. As you can see, you do go back, but since Kazuya has such a short hop, as you can see, his short hop is very short. It barely goes above the it doesn't even reach the 3rd line on the training area, which most short hops do, especially for a taller character like Kazuya. As you can see, you kind of do like a little backwards wave dash, almost like Kazuya's forward dash, but it doesn't cover as much distance, and you can jump backwards a little, which means you will be able to do the basic slingshot technique, which is where if you attack your opponent and then land, you'll be able to buffer the input, and you will hopefully be able to cancel your lag there, or at least make your lag a little less, similar to how other characters can do it. As you can see there, you can land with the nair and do the input. But if you were trying to move around the stage, as you can see here, you can do it a little for Kazuya, but as you can see, because Kazuya has such a short hop, you're not going to be able to cover much distance with it, and you're not going to be able to obviously glide across the stage like you've seen other characters like Marth or Lucas do it, just because they have they're much lighter, and they have much larger short hops. Another thing for Kazuya that's important is being able to RAR, and what a lot of people have been saying Slingshot is just a faster version of RAR. And while this is true, Slingshot does have one advantage over RAR, and that is that it can be input from 1 frame. For example, if I am right in front of Piranha Plant here, normally if I was to get a RAR, if I wanted to do a RAR, I would have to build up the dash momentum, then turn around and kick, which means that if you're close enough to your opponent, you won't be able to hit them with a RAR most of the time. If you do, you will have to hit them with the standing RAR, or you might you'll whiff, or you might go over their head. But with the slingshot technique, you're able to do certain RARs, like you can quickly input it, and if you time it right, you'll be able to hit them right in front without moving at all. You can also do this with Kazuya a little bit easier, because you can fast fall his short hop once you do it. If you are able to do it, it does require a little bit of practice, especially because the point of the slingshot is to use your momentum to your advantage, and if you don't use your momentum to your advantage, there's really no point of doing the slingshot. You might as well just do a regular RAR, especially because it is safer. Another thing to count is that you can do multiple of these in a row, which means you can do that, you can land and do a nair, you can do all sorts of stuff with Kazuya. And one of the most important things about Kazuya, though, is why I think this will not really help him too much, is because a lot of Kazuya's game plan revolves around hitting your opponent with safe moves. For example, one of Kazuya's best approach options has always been fast fall there, because it has such a large hitbox. It has a lingering hitbox as well, which means your opponent cannot really approach it unless they have like a sword or a move that's longer. And at low percent, you can even use it to combos into like fast electrics. I mean, there's basically, at low percent, especially on heavy characters, you can send right into an electric combo. I mean, you get infinite damage basically from fast fall in the air, which is one of his biggest approach options. Something you will be able to do if you can get good at it is be able to use it when you land instantly to make the nairs a little faster. As you can see, you can backdash away, and you'll kind of get the backdash that you want from it. It is harder to do consistently than just obviously just fast fall fair, but if you get good enough at it, you'll be able to do retreating pairs like this. You'll be able to nair into retreating nair, or even aggressive nair if you hit an opponent on the ground and then go for an aggressive nair, you can. The other thing is that it will be hard to perform with Kazuya, especially because when you do certain inputs on the ground, for example, if you use the joystick to move in your direction, or if you have top jump on like I do, sometimes when you're doing inputs off the ground when you're landing, you might accidentally get an electric or some other type of input. For example, if you go up, forward, and around, you'll get an electric instead of getting the input you want for the slingshot. So it's very important to remember with Kazuya that this is honestly just another movement tool. Obviously Kazuya has a lot of movement tools already, which is probably his biggest game plan, is being able to move around the stage, because otherwise he would get camped out a lot. And you're basically just going to be using this to get into situations where you can punish them for being aggressive. If you can punish them for, like a fox, if you land on the shield with a soft nair, which can be punished at high percent with an up smash, but instead you're able to backdash and get out of that and hit like another nair into electric combo and start a combo at 0%, you can get the kill off of just that one combo, which is what Kazuya is all about. So that's the key thing. The most important thing is I don't think it'll change Kazuya's game plan that much, but make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about slingshot on Kazuya and what other characters you'd like me to show off with the slingshot. With that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.